Hi, my name's Greg. I'm a production designer and art director working in film and television. And I'm someone who's been playing with game engines and real-time rendering technology for the best part of 10 years. It's been the last 4 or 5 years that I've really discovered Twinmotion, and that's kind of fed into a workflow that's allowed me to use a tool that's so simple to kind of get into and use, but gives me maximum quality and also ability to kind of share something, an idea and a concept, and use that within the development process as well as a final presentation tool. So how did this start? Well, going back 5 or 6 years, while designing sets, I discovered that I could very quickly bring a model from SketchUp, which is my preferred modeling tool, and begin to kind of texture and render. And with the direct link function, I could actually update any model changes and immediately see the model update within Twinmotion. This was a sort of revelation at the time. One of my favorite parts of that was stepping into VR. So I could use it as a tool to actually explore what I was designing and whether or not, the space began to feel right or wrong. I could look at proportions and overall scale and dimension. So the next step is really beginning to share that with the rest of the creative team. You've got a chance now to actually kind of share a design while it's still a work in progress, but give them almost a photoreal feel by allowing them to use the VR tool to explore it. I can almost be working kind of live with someone inside the set, fiddle around with the model in the CAD package I'm using, and then feed that straight back in and update the model. So people are getting real-time updates and actually being able to make a decision based on new ideas, on something they've seen inside the model and inside the kind of exploration. Beyond that, you've got the ability to kind of use a storyboarding tool. So you can place a camera inside, creating key shots or actually creating camera moves. But it means that now you can use it as a simple storyboarding tool to actually block out the scene and decide where the key shots are going to be. And are those key shots kind of covered by the set that you've built? Have we built enough physical set to actually kind of have the camera moving in a certain way at a certain speed? How does this fit into the existing kind of location we're using and what we're building and how that fits together? There's an endless amount of use cases, but essentially it's always the same, that I'm getting someone to sit down and really explore and give immediate feedback as to what's going on. Beyond that, I discovered Twinmotion Cloud. Suddenly, I've not only got a design that's now fully rendered, fully explorable, but I can share that with anyone, anywhere. They need to download no software. They can access it from a phone, a tablet, or a computer, and it needs no onboarding. You can walk around the space and you have a rendered, lit environment. Someone playing on a tablet can actually kind of move around the space and just grab screen grabs and actually share them very quickly. So immediately I'm getting feedback from people if they're not even in the office, not even in the country. Things that would have taken days or weeks sometimes to resolve, I'm now resolving them at the earliest possible stage. The next great thing is that it's actually just a very simple bit of software to teach. It's an incredibly kind of powerful package, but I can teach this in half a day, and most people get incredible rendered results within that time. And within days, they're mastering it. We've also got the ability to kind of use the Twinmotion exporter and bring that scene into Unreal. So not every project would need a full Unreal environment. It might just be that we're using it as a design tool. And this becomes part of my ethos now, is that all the tools that have been created for virtual production, they are essentially design tools. They don't need to be just used for virtual production. They are now just used as a design tool to create, explore, and get people to really kind of embody what it is that we're creating long before anything starts to get made. The days of actually standing around a key concept art and a simple card model are long gone. We can now kind of interact with something and really get someone to really feel and experience what that set's going to be. And then we can kind of iterate on it in almost real time. Suddenly colors, textures, and lighting. Sitting down with a DOP and being able to kind of light a set using their kind of understanding of what they want to try and achieve and how that could be brought into the design at the earliest possible stage. All this leads to kind of some beautiful key art, some sequences that we can share. So it's about productivity, but at its heart, it's a creative tool. One aspect that I find really useful is to get people to think about the journey that the assets are going to take. Getting people to kind of standardize the way they design, the way they name, means that we can also have a seamless transition from the first kind of like CAD drawing assets into Twinmotion and into Unreal and into kind of post-production pipelines as well. There's no reason why this can't continue and move further down. We have this digital twin, and the future means that we also got the ability to use this as an asset way beyond the actual life of the film itself. So there's some exciting possibility in the future, but all of this is a stepping stone and a really exciting one to be part of.